All right, so good morning again, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's evening here. 6 o'clock p.m. here, and futures just opened up. And as I mentioned, there were some comments coming out of the Biden meeting with all the leaders on the debt ceiling crisis, and no news came out of that. Basically a non-event. They're going to meet again on Friday. Couple comments on how we should, take back the COVID money for the last 2 years that's been stored there, stuff like that. But that's the update here at 6 o'clock. Futures open. We're open up about down a buck and a quarter. No big gap down. I mean, this news has been out for a while, so this is not a big move at all. We'll see how it reacts. We might even, again, I'll be here with you this evening, so we're going to be doing some research. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos, and I'm going to work on a couple of projects, so I figured I'll be here with you guys, and we'll trade if we can. Right now, we're in a couple of trades. The after-hours sessions closes at 8 o'clock p.m. for those people not familiar with that. You think the market closes at 4, but these stocks continue to trade after hours. And there's quite a few earnings plays this afternoon here. We had Airbnb, which gapped down really hard. It's down trading around 113. I like the level down at actually right under 100, between 95 and 100. I like this one on. There's a beautiful trend line back then. Also, this video is going to go over the new setups today too. So,
Tradometer NQ oversold.
Tight stops. No movies. I'm just going to go to do this. I got to do the. I want to do the new setups that I have. I found some good setups, so I'm going to put them on the HPS watch list, and I just want to put them out in the video right now. Yeah, take a look at the Riley tight stops. Still holding my Riley, a little of it. Riley here, one of our HPS watch list setups. Watch lists go out to the members every Friday, and we talk about the buys. All these. This is actually just a regular chart, but on the HPS chart, you'll also see a chart outline the buy triggers and the stops and the profit zones. But this is something I use during the day. This circle here, basically where we got in. Coil stochastic, divergence, everything going for it. Big first pop, first pullback. We're always looking, and again, this theme tonight, see what I talk about when we have a trend break. I always watch for that first pullback, because a trend break is exactly that, a new trend. So for a new trend to continue, you're going to have a higher low. In this case, this downward trend break into an upward trend. Downward trend, you have a series of lower lows and lower highs. Upward trends, you have to have a series of higher highs and higher lows. So once you get a nice break of the trend, the first pullback sets the stage for the higher low. So we're always looking to buy that first pullback. It's usually a great opportunity, but where is it going to be? Is it going to be here? And then it kind of faked out and moved down. But there was some market movement right here. The market was actually under some pressure due to some more banking issues, and I think this being a financial stock, it just got dragged down a bit, and this is the true colors of it. And this is one of our insider trading buying that was just loaded with insider buying up until yesterday, I believe. Up until yesterday, I believe this was. So look at that. That is, and that's what I'm trying to find. The new next setups on Riley. The next setups like that. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video tonight. I have a couple good ones. I have a couple good ones. All right, so special guest here about to call in here. Tight Stop's going to call in. We're going to discuss it on the fly. This is unscripted, absolutely unscripted. After hours, special guest Tight Stop talking about some of the insiders, So you're getting a bonus material right now. Bonus material. Again, STT here. Here we go. Hope you could hear. I hope you could hear everything. Hey, Rob.
Johnny Kid.
How you doing?
Super.
Yeah, good.
As always. Yeah, so there's a couple. The other day, remember, I promised I'd call back and go over some of the insiders. It turned out a lot of them were just some smaller regional bank purchases.
Yeah.
And we were saying, until we get out of the woods, maybe we don't want to focus on these. You already had a winner in that, Riley, so
yeah,
that's a good thing. But real quick, I do see a vice chair at U.S. Bancorp bought $500,000 worth of stock at $30.59 on
Those had to be
what
yesterday.
day was that?
A couple days ago, probably.
5/8.
Yeah.
So, let's go back. Hold on. Okay, so the USB that was on 5/8. So that was, and it was announced. It was announced just now after the close, so 5/19. So tomorrow morning will be the first chance you're getting a crack at this thing, unless it's trading after hours, which I don't think it is. But
yeah.
but the insider was at $30.59. If you want to just notate that, vice chair.
Okay. Yeah, I just did that. I just notated that. What's your name down here? I'm circled the area. Vice chair. Okay. I should put down vice chair. That should be a good one too.
Yeah. Here's a cheapie. Not a bad purchase. It's by the chief strategy officer. Stock's been in a downtrend for a while. It's Mary, Larry, King, Nancy.
Hold on just a second. I was just finishing my notes. Repeat that. Larry. Start from the
Mary.
Larry.
King.
Who? What?
Nancy.
What was
King? K as in King.
Oh, King. All right.
N as in Nancy.
Nancy. All right. Millennial. That's interesting.
Furniture, appliances. That was a direct purchase by a chief strategy officer. If you see the stock, I mean, it's been in a downtrend
all year.
Yeah. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth.
2 years.
It popped up a little bit. I don't know if somebody caught wind of that purchase, but that came out before 5 o'clock today.
That was also a coil, which I like. This coil stochastic, breakout here. That looks really nice. You got to be some follow through on this. I would think that at least you get a little follow through. You're starting to break the channel here. I think you have a little bit more upside on this.
Okay. Again, a few more.
So, who was the insider on that?
That was the chief strategy officer.
What does the chief strategy officer do?
They're an insider. They must have some clout. That could be the person that's, could be a secretary.
Yeah, I know, right? Did I spell strategy? Oh, I left out an R. I was like, that doesn't look right.
So, full disclosure, there's so many regional banks, and these guys are just buying small amounts in the weakness, I guess.
Yeah, this thing has come way down, too.
Business First Bank shares. First Business Financial Services. United Security Bank shares. People's Bank Corp. West Bank Corp. Shore Bank shares. I mean, the fucking list goes on and on. So many regionals. I mean, I don't know if these guys say to themselves, well, we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, man. The overhang on these things. Why the hell would you want to buy these things when you could buy, the pods of the world? And
the banks are risky. Yeah, and so many people still like them. I keep on here. I just love everyone just gets on the Bank of America. Everyone's always promoting Bank of America. I always see it going down.
Yeah. I think that's by design, John.
Yeah.
That they keep promoting this thing. VRSK is one that's popping up. The consulting company.
Yeah.
Look at the chart on this one.
Oh yeah, it's gapped up on earnings probably.
So this has got average volumes like 700,000. I don't know. This thing broke through this this rising channel.
Yeah.
Popped out of it. It just tested the 207.38 was the previous high back in middle of August. I don't know. I mean, I think with this news, maybe you get this thing back to 231.
All right, we'll circle that.
I mean, that was the previous resistance. Although you do have a head and shoulders right here. Head and shoulders top.
Yeah. And it's really pulled away from the 220 here.
Look at it on a monthly, John.
Yeah.
You have monthly on that?
Yeah, I'll find it. Hourly, oh, maybe don't. Where is it? I had hourly on here. Monthly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. Trying to get right back up there.
So, John, he basically doubled his position at 209.78, if you want to put that in.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now I see it. Yeah, I see the big picture here. Oh, director?
Director bought. It's not a huge amount. So he bought at 209.78.
All right.
So he basically doubled his position, but he spent $218,000. Now, that's not a big purchase per se, but looking at this chart, looking at the guy doubled his position, he's only a director.
Yeah.
It was a direct purchase, so it was out of his own pocket. He laid his wallet on the table. Wasn't in a purchase plan, wasn't in an IRA. This is him just coming right out, or she. It's Wendy.
Oh, I got to move this all the way over here. Yeah, looks good.
Let's see. I think there's another one on here. Hey, I'm seeing a couple of small insiders, but take a look at this. I haven't seen this stock down here in a while. Pfizer?
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it. Did you see some insiders in it?
There's small directors, bought 1,000 shares a piece. This guy, one director bought 2,000 shares.
They just bought. I think they just bought the interest, or they had something to do with Seattle Genomics. CGen.
Oh, Seattle Genetics?
Yeah, they bought them.
That's why that...
And I like that, too. I like that acquisition.
Yeah.
So now it's actually giving us a divergence, a 9-3 divergence to low here. I think that's, kind of... It's very boring, but I like it, too. So you're saying that there are people getting in it down here?
Pfizer, yeah, small.
Yeah. Better be buying than selling. There's even another trend line here. Well, that looks pretty good.
Oh my God.
Looks too good. Looks like it needs a flush. It's too good. It's too perfect.
Man, look at that thing. What a... See the daily on that thing? S-Gen?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they bid that right up. I remember that getting gapped up one time, and I said I thought I was already late. Then it gapped up again, and I was like, all right, that's done.
Gapped up 3 times.
Yeah. They kept on raising the bid on this.
It gapped from 143 to then up to like 161. Then it gapped again to 180. Mm-hmm. Pulled back, started to fill a gap. Then it gapped again to almost 200. And that's where we stand. So, yeah. Hey man, the Fabulous Baker brothers, right? Always have their hand in something. You know they were long boatloads of this one. How many times we see when you see those names? You see those guys involved, you know something's up.
Yeah, there's something up. Guru's saying that Pfizer also on FDA approval anticipation this month. was to happen in April. Looks like it's moved out a bit. So, all right. So they also have a drug or so. So Pfizer is big. They always have. I mean, some of these companies like Pfizer, Merck, every day, every week, there's like some kind of trial being released.
Here you go. Even more.
But if it's a significant one, I'd like to know about it. Is it a big one? The Pfizer?
Oh, that was very small. Guy bought 2,000 shares, owns 6 now.
All right.
He's just a director though. Again, now a bunch of National Bank shares, East West Bank Corp, Central Pacific Financial, Hart Hanks. That's one I haven't heard in a long time.
Which one?
Hart Hanks Incorporated.
I don't know that one. Hart?
Oh. Used to trade this one a canner. It's a thin one.
All right, there it is. Respiratory vaccine candidate. Treating respiratory virus. Is that phase 3 trial on that one? Again, the markets here are holding up pretty good. We kind of gapped down, but I'm telling you, I don't know what the CPI is going to do to this market tomorrow.
I think they're going to take it apart.
I was thinking, walking back to, oh, I didn't even eat my dinner. No, my dinner's still here. I got a whole Greek dinner. I got a kebab. I got hummus and pita. Oh, I got to take a bite of this. This is so good. Hold on a second.
Oh, we got something big here.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, my God.
All right, wait. I got something going on here, and these guys bought it. I got to figure out the story. Enviva. So this stock got pummeled. It's been on a downslide. Lumber and wood production's been on a decline to 20. Then it got cut in half the other day.
What's the symbol?
9. Eddie Victor Apple.
Eddie Victor Apple and Vita. All right, yeah. All right, let's take a look. Eddie Victor Apple. Lumber and wood production. Oh, it did get beat up here. Hey, that's a nice smackdown.
But think about it. Then you got the sunrise demise. If it gets above that, it got above that first daily candle and started to make its way back up. I don't know, man. You might want to play this for a little bounce to the upside.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out a director directly purchased almost $2 million worth of stock.
Down here on the gap down.
850 and 1022.
Wow.
So this is a director. I don't know what this guy makes for a chunk of change a year, but
all right.
Let me see what this is.
2 million.
This is a big purchase.
There you go, Orlando, with the information. Thank you. Pfizer has 316 drugs in circulation. Merck has 98 drugs. I know Pfizer's big. Pfizer's huge. And Pfizer's, kind of slow stock, but I keep on going back to this and saying, wow, this looks like where I want to be in. This is where I want to be in. To deal with the timing. It's not an aggressive one. Could be, though. Maybe some news comes out and this thing pops. Or
yes. No. Just doing a fixed.
I don't want to get too comfortable with that. Being too overconfident in a stock is awful.
No, I hear you.
No, I'm just saying that Jerry's right. Yeah, not all are winners. I mean, I've seen perfect patterns just break out and just break down. And I was like, wow.
This looks like a big one. Hold on.
But I got some good ones coming up. I'll show you some great charts now coming up.
Oh, that's it's indirect, but it's a big purchase. Look at this one. King, Nancy, Tom, Edward.
King and Nancy, Tom, Edward. Kinate, Biofarmers.
Oh, deck.
Kinate?
Yeah. Never heard of this one.
Yeah, look at that. From $40. I like it. Someone bought it down here. This is right up my alley.
I said a cheapie right up your alley. Guy bought almost $4 million worth of stock. 282 and 275. John, that's in your wheelhouse, kid.
Yeah, that's nice.
You love that shit.
This could be the one.
So, all right, so think about it, though. The thing is already up 8% today, but easily that thing could go back to 6.
Oh, yeah.
You see the way these things move?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to your MINM, whatever it was?
Oh, yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
Went at 6, went to 8, you got out, went to 14,
yeah,
came back to 5. What happened to it?
Oh, well, yeah, whatever happened to that? What was the symbol? I
think it was MINM.
MN or M?
No.
NM. Minimum? Miram? That was it. It's $4 now. Yeah, I had to split, then it had that big pop. And it came all the way back down. Now it's settled down to $4. But, you know, sometimes you just get the secondary bounces, which it did here on the 5th. I would say this is...
I got the one, John.
All right.
Oh, shit, they're indirect. All right, but look at the chart. Caesars. Charlie, Zebra, Robert.
Yes. Oh, Caesars. All right, yeah. Charlie, Zebra, Robert. Caesar salad. Why is that coming down there?
Victor bought $1.1 million worth of stock at 45.02. No, ZR.
Yeah, I got it. I just... Yeah, this is... and like the whole damn market here, just kind of a big coil. This getting tight though.
You might get a little cross to the upside, John, right there.
Yeah, it's kind of like just, oops. I need to do that. It's kind of like, setting up like this. I traded Las Vegas Sands not that long ago, and it worked out good.
Remember you mentioned that one.
That still looks good. And then Wynn Resorts came out tonight, and I think they did well.
Oh shit, John!
I was looking at it. They popped and came back here. What's the give me something.
There's one for you. Damn it! It's already been moving up too, and I got a couple guys buying. It's Albert. I always can never say this. Albemarle.
Yes.
Apple Larry Boy.
Yes. Look at this. Look at this chart. I already got it. Racer discussed this a while ago with me. I already have it charted out. It's on the best bet watch list for this week.
Oh, guess what? They had two insiders. One guy bought $1 million, and the other guy bought...
come on. Really?
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Yeah, of all the stocks we look at, and so many I get into, this is one I didn't take.
Oh, you didn't take it?
No, I didn't. I just, because it was, I had to pick between some other ones, and but I definitely loved it. And I actually thought about taking this in the morning when I got in on Monday, and then I think I picked up something else instead.
All right, so the chairman and CEO, just if you want the details, the chairman and CEO bought $1 million worth of stock at 181.64.
181. All right, so let me see.
From $9 ago. About, right?
Yeah. 181, you said?
181.64.
All right. That was nice.
Then the executive VP and general counsel of Albemarle bought $250K worth of stock. Let's see if there's any other guys in the ALB that have been buying stock. Hold, please.
You want to take a bite there? You keep it going.
Nope, just those two guys. Okay, so, but they're two big guys. One is the chairman and CEO, and the other is the general counsel and the executive VP. So I wouldn't say lots of insiders, but two top insiders bought, and they spent about $1 million and change combined. So that's a nice chunk of change. All right, so ALB got those. Superior. No, that's garbage. All right, now this is a garbage stock, but notice who bought the insider purchase. The CFO bought it. It's Quad, John. Like quad speakers.
Yeah. What's the symbol? QUAD?
QUAD, yeah.
Oh.
Cheapy. Started to pop, came back down.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheapy. It wasn't huge purchases, but I just saw the chart. It jumped out at me.
Yeah, I'm going to mark it down here.
Now this is one I used to make a market in at Cantor Fitzgerald. Heartland Express. Is that a trucking company?
Mm-hmm.
HTLD.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a co-trustee of 10% owner. I don't really care about that because this is some rich person, I think, trying to hide their money.
Tradometer and
doing it
Q
in the trust
overbought.
Here. Looks like it's got, if it can get some legs here.
Yeah.
Take it back to the top of that channel at 18.
I gotta make sure I remember these.
Again, it's a 10% owner, but
let me go back.
I'm just looking at the chart. I'm not saying to jump into this one.
No, I get it. I'm just gonna go back and we looked at Quad, we looked at ALB. That's one we already have. Wynn, Las Vegas Sands, Caesars.
Oh, here's a big purchase. Decent purchase. Two different guys.
EVA. That was the one, right?
Okay.
I want to make sure I save these so I know where to find them again. All right. So what's the next one now?
Apple David Tom, ADT Security.
Yes. Yeah, nice break. Go ahead.
Yeah, a couple different people bought this one.
Yeah, that thing fell right out of bed, huh?
Yeah, like $600,000 worth of stock, and the other guy bought 50. They own a decent chunk of piece, but still, looking at the chart, I don't know, might be a average down. Ooh, this one looks like this looks like it's got some hair on it. I don't want to go near that one. DB, more banks, more regional banks. Highline Bancorp. Here's a cheap biotech. What's going into that? It's an average down. Don't want that. Here's a CFO of One Conduit Incorporated. They're an IT services company. It's a cheapie, John. $3. Charlie, Nancy, David, Tom.
All right, now we have that one up.
So this one's got 2 different guys buying stock. The president and CEO and the...
Can you go? Yeah. Do you ever go back to see those certain people that are buying right now that caught your interest? Have they bought in the past, and what relationship to the where the stock price was and when they bought it? Was it right on the bottom? I mean, you ever look back and kind of put those?
There's actually certain websites that are dedicated to that actually track, like, and that's one of the things they look at, and they gauge the insider's performance as well.
Yeah.
You know, and how well they do, and in turn what it could do what it's done historically for them. Hopefully, it can do for you by following them. But I don't have any on FinViz.
Look at that beautiful divergence back here, October. Oh, that was nice.
Which one?
This October divergence, that steep divergence, and look at the huge move that was.
Oh yeah,
that was the low. Well. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen here? This looks really good. It's 293. It used to be at, $20.
Single digit. Is it? BY, okay. Coming down towards the end of this list. HRT. Frontier Communications Parent Company. FYBR. What the heck? I don't even want to look at that. There's something up with that. That's pretty much it, John. That's pretty much it as far as the recent insider purchases. We don't care about sales, remember.
Well, I like a few of them. I saved a couple of them.
Couple them on your watch list.
Yeah, I did. I put them on the watch.
Yeah. I took some heat on that PACCAR short, but that weekly sell divergence started to. I ended up covering on the gap down, so it was good. That was a short we were talking about in the room the other day.
Yeah.
Great numbers, I think blowout numbers, or somebody upped it, but I'm looking at that chart. It's looking a little bit toppy. Anyway, so careful if you look at that VRSK, because that's a big gap to fill. 200 to 190.
PCAR. I'm just gonna look at that one now. Oh yeah, that was that divergence. That was a nice divergence.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was a daily and a weekly.
Yeah.
And I pointed out, I took the shot. I took the short.
Yeah.
It popped on me. I was down like $1, and I just added and covered down at like 70. Let me I have a couple of stocks I was going to go over. I'm going to continue on. I'll bring them up right now if you want to see them. These are my favorites going. These are my favorites going into next week. My favorites going into next week here. If you're out there, call them out. I'm going to punch them, make sure there's no insiders.
All right, so let me get. I have a list that I made last night. So I have to go to my personal list here, and I just added yours to it too, so we might see some of yours on there. All right, so we're going to go over about 30 stocks, 20 stocks. We're going to go over, and we're going to just talk about the scenarios, recent scenarios, and what why we like them, or at least I like them. See what else is out there. Snowflake, recent upgrade, big upgrade for this company out of I can't remember the name who upgraded, but it's a significant upgrade.
Weekly buy divergence. Go.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no insiders. Real quick, Snowflake. No purchases.
No.
Next.
All right, next one. ENVB here. I circled this. Is this the one? What did I circle this one for?
Invariant Biosciences.
I don't know why I have this on the list, but I just saved it for some reason. Or we'll pass on it right now. All right.
It's a cheapie.
What I like, one of my best bets for this week is eBay. Go to work on this one.
I
eBay.
haven't heard that fucking name in forever.
I know. I actually had to ask the members today if people were still using eBay.
What's that symbol?
EBAY.
Just crack myself up. Yeah, this thing could go back to 50. No insiders in it, but
I like that we're trying to push into that gap. I think the base here has been long enough, just like a lot of tech. The tech's starting to move up here. I'm just looking for this to pop out of this.
You got a daily sell divergent double top here, possibly.
Possibly. This is definitely a make or break level. I mean, there's no doubt about this. This is right.
I do not bless this one yet.
Yeah, no. But that's
Careful.
I'm showing the stocks that I'm in or liking for the next 7 days. Cleveland Cliffs.
Oh my goodness!
Check how beautiful this is.
Oh, daily buy divergence in effect.
And look at the beautiful wedge pattern I have.
Let me see. John, don't you find that funny now as a day trading radio member for 11 years now? That the first thing I look at on a chart is for a divergence?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Johnny. Cleveland Cliffs. We haven't heard this one in forever.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Oh, nice wedge. Downward wedge. All right, let's see if there's a... hold on. Cleveland Cliffs. Oh, CF Industries, too. That keeps popping up somewhere. All right, so May... Oh, wait, Johnny. Here you go.
Uh-oh.
Cleveland Cliffs, EVP and CFO purchased stock on May 1st, $100,000 worth of stock.
May 1st. Wow.
May 2nd, director bought $150K worth of stock.
Oh, this is great.
But $14.96 and $15.18. Direct purchase on the one. Let's check the other. That one's direct as well. And he's on the right side of the trade.
Yeah.
All right, my friends.
That looks really good. Next one.
Next one.
Riley, of course. We already did that one. Here's the one that I'm starting to like here. Salesforce.com, but I don't have the guts to get into it. But it looks like we're starting to break out today. $200, really just hanging up against it. Goes all the way back. This level goes all the way back down to last year sometime. So it's a big breakout if it gets through that 200 level.
I'm looking at, well, you had a nice weekly buy divergence way back there. You had a daily buy divergence recently at, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That was a 4 hour. 4 hour, hold on.
No, but I see there was a possible daily right there. Definitely a daily.
Weekly getting a little toppy up here, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It's, again, it's a make or break area. Breakout is a breakout.
Yeah, let me see if there's any insiders for you. In your favor. Yeah, that top channel line's coming into view. All right, no purchases on that one.
Yeah,
Next.
we'll pass on that. All right, UNH. One of my best bets here, UNH. And again, dealing with a little resistance here. Big stock, though. Big stock.
Weekly buy divergence still.
Yep. And a nice daily divergence, that steep daily divergence off of that one candle 4 days ago.
Hugging that 20 EMA too, John, on that weekly.
Hey, let me see that. Let me see the weekly. Oh, yeah.
You know how much I love that 20.
Yeah.
Right there.
So definitely looking at, and again, not doing much today.
Remember though, guys, just a word to the wise, the 20 period moving average, institutions live and die by that one. That's something they won't tell you in any YouTube video. Johnny talks about the 20, but I'm saying as far as institutions, they won't tell you the institutions live and die by that. So it's 20 on a daily, 20 on a 5-minute chart, it doesn't matter.
That's good to know. I mean,
Pearls.
All right.
Pearls of wisdom.
Yep. IAC here. Barry Diller's Interactive Corp.
Oh my God, Barry Diller's Interactive Corp.
Look at that divergence we had here in April, end of April into May.
Let me see, hold on. Which, the sell divergence or the buy divergence coming back?
The one between April and May, the buy divergence on the daily.
April and May on the daily. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Johnny, that is steep. You want to ask for a steep daily chart?
Yep.
That wick?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
The pink beauty.
Yeah. As your ticket to ride. You put a stop under that wick, you just let it go.
And Johnny, this is the other thing too, is I don't know if people are looking at this fact. Now, you know how I feel about wicks. I just consider them sometimes to be noise.
All right, yep.
But if you shrink this, you had a smaller divergence within a bigger divergence. Hold on.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Going back out to March to April from this low to this lower low. I'm not taking that. I always call those kind of running. Either way, big move today on it. Curious, curious on the next one here because I'm about to get back into some of these.
Go ahead. What's the next one?
Sherman-Williams, SHW.
Oh.
This is such a pretty chart.
You want to see beauty? Look at the monthly, the weekly. Oh my God.
So organized.
Everybody knows this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like the daily right now. That's just kind of pulling back from the nice big run it had in the beginning of April. Almost getting oversold again.
Dude, look at that run into year end, and then it just got clobbered.
Mm-hmm.
That was January 1st, man. Look out below. January 3rd, first day of trading.
Oh, man.
Drops 100 points. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Wow. Jesus. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's, I don't know. I mean, it looks good. It looks good to me on this pullback, so I'm just timing this a little bit, trying to not let it get away from me. I'll try to get through the CPI tomorrow. Maybe, and then we have SWK. And that's
Scott.
Now, I like this on the trend line. This trend line is super important for me on this. We come down to that trend line, I think that's where we're going to get back into this. Again.
I've not looked at this in a while. You got a weekly buy divergence going on in that one too.
I'm not even looking at the weekly, so thank you.
You see?
Yeah. Yep. Look where that thing came from too.
Hell yeah.
I mean, this is a nice base down here. And this is, again, the concept here of the trend is broken. The first move up, we have established a higher high and a higher low. Now we have to establish a higher high we established. But now we have to establish a higher low. So that's why we want to buy the pullback here. Here's your higher highs. Now where is this going to go? That's what I'm, if we could maybe put it in here. Maybe that's going to be it. Maybe it'll be a little bit down further. But I'm getting close to this SWK. Probably in a couple days.
Oh.
I'd like to get that down a little. The daily stochastic starting to turn back up. Maybe a whippity-doo-dah.
I like that chart, though.
Very nice chart here. All right, here's the next one. IT Gartner. Didn't they do like news and stuff?
Yeah, they do publications.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting downward channel. I put it on there to watch. It's right in the midpoint of the channel. Right under the 200.
Double bottom weekly buy divergence.
Oh, yeah. Wow, there you go. There's a nice little weekly buy divergence. Last week,
look at the daily on that wick. Oh man, get long this thing.
Yeah, well, that's why it's on the list here.
Daily and a weekly. Looks nice. I bless this one. Let's see what's going on in IT. Wait.
Hey, Carl. Yes, this is live. Special show, Tight Stops. And we're going over our watch list, and he's breaking down the weekly and the inside of buying. And I'm showing him the best bets of the week. Special, something special going on for you. I got the next
middle of a downward channel. Still looks good on the weekly and the daily, though.
Yeah, that looks good. So we'll keep that one.
That's an expensive one, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Also remember these two for maybe some premium trades.
Let me see if this thing has any options.
Probably not this one, but some of these, you know, when you have such a good setup, big stock like maybe what were we looking at here was a $500 stock. Like there's a couple good ones. I'll go back on and look at those. I didn't even think about that. So the next one on my list, Rob, is CVS.
Oh, Gartner does have options, by the way.
All right.
CBS, the broadcasting, or CVS?
CVS, the drugstore.
Ooh, that's a daily buy divergence jumping out of me without qualifying it. And there's a weekly buy divergence. I'll bless those. I don't even have to look at the chart. I'll bless those too. 80.69. I think you get that. I think you get $80 in this thing.
Wow, that's a good, you know. And I've been watching this a while, and I'm like, CVS is great. It's open 24 hours where I am. It's great for when it was COVID. You get your. Are people not using CVS anymore? I'm watching this stock just go down, and lucky I haven't really been focused on too much.
You're at like the bottom edge of this lower channel line. The lower, you're not sitting on like a lower channel line, just above it.
Yeah, let's see here.
I don't like that you're below the 20 though.
Well,
I like to stay on the right side of that 20 when I'm in a trade, but in this case with a divergence, I think you could quickly be above the 20, and that could be a cross right there.
I'm looking at that.
20 could easily cross through the 50, John, and this thing could go to 100.
Yeah, I mean CVS. Why are they not performing good? I mean, this is from 100 down to 70. It's 30% haircut already.
Oh, guess what? The president and CEO, Karen Lynch, bought stock on May 3rd.
Wow.
$1 billion worth of stock.
See, they're probably listening to the show, and I'm telling them CVS is on the best bet. Let's watch them. We better buy our own stock.
Direct purchase.
Nice.
By the way, 69.75. Ooh, right around here. I think you jump on this tomorrow. Let me look at the options on this. Has there been bad news in this thing before I get run over?
I don't know. You know, I just always thought it was a COVID play. You know, it started, and then now this is draining all the COVID stuff out of it. The COVID poison is being drained out of the stock price. They had all this upside because of COVID, as all these, you know, everything had good sales and offering the vaccines, and all that has dropped off now.
I'd like something like 3 months out in it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But it's right on that trend line. It is a double bottom divergence on the daily and on the weekly. I mean, knowing that weekly setup and the steepness of this is really good too.
Wow.
Well, I tell you, it is looking too good to be true.
I'll tell you what, I might be laying some out of the money puts out tomorrow, like the 55s going out to August. My thought is this thing pops, I get some decay, it's so far out of the money. Selling 3 months out, within a month I should gain 50% on this position.
Wow, that's good.
I did it in gold the other day. This past month. I'm not even at the 30-day point. I already covered the one side for 70-something%. And now this side of the gold trade, I have 78% in it now. So I have a bet that GLD won't drop to 167.
We got into a stock just before. I don't know if you remember this or ever traded. I don't think you've traded it, but you might have. Sharps. medical waste. It was.
Yeah. Medical? Yeah. What's the ticker though?
I think it was STSS.
Oh, Sharps Technology. Okay. Hold on.
So got in it today. After hours, started seeing move in it. It's starting to see it move after hours. We zoom out here. The high is $3. We get anywhere close to that, this thing could really explode.
This is the July and August lows, so of last year.
Yeah.
Almost a double bottom here. Little, it was a little weak. Right. It tested the. Let's look at the.
It's taking off right now.
Oh, 4-hour buy divergence. Rip this thing. That thing was just going sideways, running 4-hour. Running 1 hour buy divergence. 1 hour. 4 hour is even better. Look at that. Oh. So you've got a 1 hour, a 4 hour, a daily. You have a 1 hour, a 4 hour, and a daily buy divergence in this Sharps. Just a heads up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had the 1 hour. That was when it took off. And it's still early. I mean, people still get in this. Things that run like this into 8 o'clock and closing, after hours, typically gap up and continue to run.
Do you have the 4 hour on that chart there?
Yeah, let me. This is the 4 hour right now.
Look at that thing. That's a tight stop divergence. Not necessarily a Johnny because it didn't initially. It broke below the 20 and curled up. The stochastic.
Yeah, I know. There's the strict one, but I do mathematical divergences.
Gonna be all over that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I saw this in the room, John.
Yeah, well, I did send the note out. But that still looks good here for going into tomorrow. Should be an exciting day for this one. And we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. We have another hour to go. We could get through 150. Maybe we close at 2 today.
Oh, yeah.
Market's right back up to the highs and up 3 points, even after the debt ceiling conference, or I don't even want to call it, meeting, kind of came out with a big nothing. All right, so we go through the rest of these. Oh, I actually have a couple more, Rob. Let's not get sidetracked. See, I was supposed to be having you on. See, now it's everything else is gone.
It's okay, man. That's the shit they would never get.
No, I know. It's good. All right, so let's go out here. Not this one. CVS. All right, so take a look at this one. Racer favorite here, Carrier Global. Look at that. That was a beautiful divergence. Still like it. CARR.
Carrier Global. Well, that was a running 4 hour buy divergence. That was an hourly sell in my
That was
face,
that was a nice 4 hour divergence too.
Daily too.
Well, the daily, yeah. I still think we're
triple buy and daily buy divergence.
Mm-hmm. Everything still looks good on this.
What time frame is that one?
That was my hour. That's my daily chart. And then I had the ALB, which we went over, and you confirmed a lot of insiders on this one. Excuse me.
Yeah, you are already in ALB. That's a nice. See, Johnny, get it here. Look, the insider purchases came out after Johnny front ran the order.
Yeah.
Johnny, follow the smart money. Johnny was already in it.
CAR. ITI here. I have it on this list, but it's not looking at that one. Have this one on the list. Boeing here had a little pop today on news. KNTE. This is the one you gave me, KNTE. We like this one. This is a cheap with insiders. I don't see why I don't see the insider. Tight stop insider.
Let me look at Boeing here. What's the impetus on the Boeing?
Well, Boeing had the...
You're just watching it.
Just watching it.
Okay.
I like it down here. I was like I liked it a little bit lower, but it had some news today. Got a big order from Ryanair. Starting to look boring though.
Turned it back up. Yeah.
Starting to look boring.
All right. What else?
That's it. We're coming to the end. It was just two you gave me, the KNTE.
Okay. Albemarle.
And then the
already.
And then the EVA with the gap down to 9. That's a lumber production.
Oh yeah, right.
But yeah, that's a tough one. And that's it. I think that got through my list pretty good.
All right.
I like the Pfizer a lot.
My phone's going to die, but I wanted to just give you all those and go through them with you.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Rob. Thank you very much. That was good.
If I see anything else later that comes out tonight or before the open, I will flash you and let you know.
All right.
All right?
All right, man. Take care.
All right. I'll talk to you.
All right. See you later, Rob.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was a nice surprise. So that was kind of just off the hook there. Rob calling in. So we went over two things. We did the watch list. I was just going to kind of recap on what the best bet is, because there is a lot of good setups here that are setting up, and now combined with the insiders. Hopefully you took some notes, but I also recorded this, so I will send it out again. And it's up to you to kind of go through and put all the pieces together again. LL, Lumber Liquidators. Remember that one? LL. Oh, no, that wasn't Lumber Liquidators. That was LL Floor Holdings. Sorry. All these lumber stocks are getting crushed. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah. Was that Lumber Liquidators? What was Lumber Liquidators? That's still around, isn't it? No. Lumber, I don't see it. That must have been Lumber Liquid. They changed their name because they had such a bad reputation. Yeah, didn't they have a bad reputation of like getting a lot of their wood from endangered species, rainforests and stuff? They were cutting wood out of habitats of like ringtail monkeys. And they got some bad press. Now, they did have a class action lawsuit against them. They got settled. All right. Well, anyway, I mean, Jesus, this is it's a tough one to look at. Tough one to look at down here. Even that other lumber stock. I liked, again, love the Pfizer. Actually, I like the Pfizer a lot. Like to see this confirm and get a nice push up here. The cheap insider, the KNTE, is interesting. I'm just going back through the list here. Car, is it too late to chase this? Or is it one more pushback down to 40? I have a feeling we're going to probably hang around here and move up. It was a decent divergence. But again, do we have the right to chase it as we start to approach the overbought level, go against all our, go against our entry rules? Always want to be taken, even on your 1 minute time frame, on your scalps, anything. If you're going to get into something, get into it when your stochastics for that time frame are oversold, going in the right direction, or overbought, depending on if you're long or short. But even on these, even looking at car and looking at the rotation on the 5 minute, you're not even seeing any rotation. You know it's going higher. These things are little tricks that you could look at, especially the 5 minute rotation. You could really measure out some strength on that. ALB, I do like this a lot, and I feel like we've kind of letting this get away from us. Coil stochastic channel breakout. Beautiful. It's got to be in the top 5. Yeah, I am Jerry Jr. I'm probably not going to get into that. I'm just going to I mean, I'm concerned, but most of the stocks, the cheap ones we get into, are a little cheaper than that. But most of them don't. They're just momentum trades. But to be realistic, I don't probably not going to get in it. I mean, there's just so much to choose from. All right, this continues to kind of grind a little higher. 7 o'clock only. So I still have an hour on STSS. CVS here. Rob was banging the table, said you'd be by that. There is a long trend line here. I just realized measuring it out. A nice long trend line. It goes out to 2020. We're right on it. There's insider buying here. Divergence above the 20 line. I mean, there's so much going for this right now. Except, why is it? Well, I do like this one. So this is on the top 10 too. I haven't write these down, or else I have to watch my video over again. VLB. All right, Stanley Black and Decker, very close to re-entering here. Well, of course, we want to make sure the market's not in a free fall, because that's going to drag down a lot of things. So let's not be rushing to conclusions here. But this is definitely, in the right circumstances, it's something I'm looking at down here. We're looking for that higher low. It does have a higher low, so we're going to look for that to kind of hold up. Sherman-Williams, basically the same thing, except we're looking for where that pivot's going to come in. Maybe it's coming in right here. Maybe it's going to come down a little bit further. And we're going to adjust that around. So we're still waiting to kind of gauge that. Maybe it comes down to there. Maybe it goes to here. It's almost oversold, but not quite. And might not get there. So it's kind of a iffy game here. So give yourself a little enough room to get in. IAC, great. That was the best bet going into earnings. Not going to help you now. UNH was also best bet for this week. Still looks good. Salesforce, Riley. Got to look at taking profits tomorrow. And Cliff looks great. CLF does look great. Plus, now we found out there was insiders inside this wedge, inside this divergence. It has the multiple. It's like the Holy Grail. You have the perfect channel, a wedge pattern. You have insider buying, and you have a divergence. It's the Holy Trinity. Isn't that the three Trinity? Something like that. eBay. I started getting into some eBay. Hopefully this is, works out for us and it doesn't turn into kind of a coiled channel, coiled wedge channel breakdown, which it could be, but I like the base here overall. That's what I'm taking a shot on it here. Started to get a little action today and then it kind of pulled back. It was pretty strong in the gap down and moved right up. Kind of came back down to that level. And Snowflake. That's it. All right. All right, Sharp's in play here. One last shout out on the video. we're going to close out the video by saying we'll see you in the morning. I want to stick around here in the evening here a little bit more. Probably till about 10, doing some research myself, extra research, and putting together some things for tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys in the markets tomorrow. I'm going to try to get there about 7:45.